I tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. All right, episode 138. We in the building. You already know who it is. It's the host with the most, Be Breezy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing?
Yeah. You already know how this goes. Please download the Alive Podcast app on iOS and Android, and please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. I mean, brand deals, business opportunities. Please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Episode 138. How you doing this week, brother?
I'm chilling, man. I can't front. This week has been tough, though. Like, I just feel like work has been working against the kid. Short weeks are never fun. Just trying to, like, really reestablish balance. I think, like, I got knocked off a little bit. But, like I said, playing ball has been helping, you know. Just still got big fiance energy, so I'm definitely enjoying this wild ride. Yeah, man, but just stress and fatigue have been whooping my ass. So I used today, like, I got a cut. I took a walk home. I walked the dog for like 20 minutes, you know, and I started to like recapture my stride. So I'm about to get back in the gym. I've been like, it's only been a week, but you know, I've only been doing push-ups back on my jail workouts and like Kendrick and shit. But I need to get back in the gym and just, you know, keep it going. Even though I got little abs now, man. I need to go on vacation real quick and, you know, show these bad boys off. But
you're a civilian, good sir.
That's fine. They're not gonna do my likes. But nah. So I'm definitely just trying to reestablish balance. What's going on with you? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm doing pretty all right. You know, nothing too crazy this week. Some good stuff at work. Did some reviews. I've got some good praises on my work, so that's great. I'm working on a few more things. I started a new series on Patreon. Go check that out. It's On the Corner with Be Breezy. I released the first episode, so go to our Patreon and listen to that. But other than that, I'm excited. It's October, Halloween vibes. I can't wait to see them girls dress up as naked nuns. Not naked nuns, but just nuns and cheerleaders and all that good shit. You feel me?
Oh shit! I gotta do a Patreon series now. Oh shit!
You do have a Patreon series called Slick Talk, which you abandoned.
It's been you know what? Fuck that. We getting a new. I'm dropping 2 episodes by this before we drop another episode on here. Y'all getting 2 Slick Talks on my mama.
Don't do your mama like that.
I'm about to record one on Sunday. I'm about to record. Yo, say matter of fact, nigga, say word. It's on site.
All right, now on to real tragic news though. The stuff that is going on at Giza against Israel and Palestine. You know, we had some protests that happened in the city. There's a lot of people there's a lot of misinformation going out there. To be honest with you, Slick, I just kind of got an education, reevaluation about the situation from one side. I'm waiting to hear from the other side first before I kind of like digest everything. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's apparently, Israel is on the offensive after they got attacked. And it's not necessarily against Palestinian people. It's more against an organization that is in Palestine. Please be light on us because I'm a little vague. I just got the education about it today from a person that has family there and all that good stuff. But it's just tragic overall. Life is lost. At the end of the day, regardless on whose side you're on, what you're protesting about, everybody who got lives are being lost at a rapid rate. There's over 1,200 people that and counting that have lost their life currently, and it's potentially can go into. The minister of Israel already said they're at war already. Hopefully, it don't erupt into a world war because apparently there's multiple countries that have hands in that situation that can lead to major conflict. What's your thoughts?
Absolutely. I feel like I've been trying to gather facts and education about, the conflict at hand. I don't feel comfortable jumping in as of right now just because I don't know enough to really like have a stance on it. But I think the stance I can take initially is that the loss of life is never something that we want to, make light of. And I think that also it is peculiar because, again, you see all these world powers coming out in support of one side or another, or, all these videos of all the horrific things that are happening. I just, I think my biggest thing is that I've always understood historically what happens in times of economic peril. And I hope this is not one of those situations, in terms like, you're trying to use war to adjust the economy. But I sincerely send love and light to all those affected, especially the innocents, the bystanders that are being affected by this. Because, again, if it's a conflict between certain groups or, one group is doing something to another group and vice versa, there are definitely bystanders that are being affected. Yes. And I think that as people, as human beings first, that is what, we have to really send light on. As the weeks in the news come out, I am actually looking to educate myself on what is happening. I have seen a lot of the celebrity stuff come out, and like a lot of people are getting bashed for taking a stance or, whatever may have you. So I just want to, give, like you said, giving our podcast great, giving our platform great. We say some wild stuff from time to time, but it's like there's some certain situations you want to make sure you say it. You have your informed opinion about.
Yeah, yeah. And don't rush for celebrity reaction, because every time I think of the Dave Chappelle jokes, what the fuck do I care about what Ja Rule thinks about the situation type situation? You feel me?
That's offending. But, and also realize a lot of those celebrities have reasons why they are on certain sides. That's probably the best way.
Yeah. Now, the most important part about this episode over here ain't about all that other stuff. We could talk about sports real quick. Shout out to Allen Iverson and Shaquille for being the president of basketball and the vice president. Shout out to Reebok. Y'all doing great things. I can't wait to see what's going on. Mikey Williams, you've been having highlight tapes about you for a goddamn 10 years. I thought, nigga, you was already a grown-ass man, but now you about to face over 8 years in prison, my nigga. That shit crazy.
That's a heartbreaking story. And it's like you're not the first prospect that's got caught out there, but unfortunately, you got caught with 6 in an anti-gun state. Like, they're going to make an example out of you. And it's really sad because, again, he had talent. I know he was a little bit older than the comp he was playing with in high school and middle school. But, for somebody said this tweet, and it was, like, something I really thought, like, in, like, 3 years, we get to what happened to Mikey Williams. Like, that story can be supremely sad. So, hoping, like, the case is resolved in a way.
The clout. It's basically clout, bro. He been popping for a long time. And then, clout. First, it started as praise, and then it started as hate. Because before this happened, a lot of people was going to his game just hating on him and doing all the X, Y, and Z stuff. And I won't be surprised if that had the part on why he had to protect himself in that nature. But for a kid who was known for basketball, his primary focus should have been on basketball. But you know what we're here for.
And we're gonna do
for all the dogs. You already know the fucking vibes. Just got released, and it got a lot of controversy behind it.
Oh, we got to go here first. Scissor smoked this nigga again.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. We had this conversation this weekend, and I 100% agree with you. Yeah.
She said, I just need some dick in conversation, please. What?
Yeah, she smoked him. So, Slick, go first. What's your thoughts on the album?
For all the dogs, them. My initial versus and I guess this will probably be a bulk of what the main segment of the episode is about. Initially, I was taken aback, not positively or negatively. I didn't know what to expect. I listened to the first 6, and I enjoyed the production. I think the production is really good on this, but it didn't sound like that old Drake project that we were promised, right? But then I thought about a few things. First thing I thought about was what Yachty said. I asked Drake why he don't write love songs no more. And I was like, wait a minute. This nigga, old Drake, all he did was write love songs, right? So I paused on the album. I was like, okay, all right. I got through like 6, 7. I already saw the group chats was going crazy. He was catching crazy hate in group chats. I was like, oh, shit. All right, cool. So, I had a day, went to work, went to play ball, came home. It's like, you know what? This is how I know I'm engaged, because Shorty hate Drake. I came home. I sat on the couch. I turned on the album. I was on YouTube. I played the songs out of order, right? She bought me a glass of wine or a beverage. No, that actually wasn't a glass of wine. She bought me an old fashioned.
Shorty, I definitely when you put a ring on it.
I was like, maybe I'm not for all the dogs. You feel me? But she bought me a nice beverage. She lit me some candles. She let me put on my robe.
Oh,
and she,
hold on. I got a proposal, credit card. Let's check. Hold on.
It was nice. It was
Who
nice.
want a proposal? I got ya.
And then she left the room, closed the door, and let me listen to Drake. And I sat there and I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. But you know what it was? Weekend came. I was like, all right, cool. I'm not really outside. I'm like, I'm let it live. I was first person shooter. I don't give a fuck. Like, them records is tough. Right? I'm like, okay, Drake is catering to the kids. I see the Twitter reactions. Oh, this shit trash. I see the reviews, 2.6, 5.4. Like, is it that bad? So literally this week on my commutes to work, I put on the good headphones and I listen to it. It's going to be controversial. This is the old Drake singing about today's Drake's problems. And at first it was like, maybe I'm tweaking. But the more I thought about it and I dove into the records, there's vulnerability. There's a little toxicity, masculinity, toxic masculinity, right? But there was also that desire or this idea of why not me, right? He has the money, the fame, the accolades, and a lot of the runtime on this album is about, yo, how you not gonna say I'm the greatest? How you not gonna give me my accolades? How you not gonna love me?
Chip on the shoulder.
And that's where Drake currently resides. If it comes to numbers, you can't touch them. As we've argued many times, even before this podcast, we argued. As it comes to hits, statistically, after next week, barring some crazy outcome with somebody blocking him, he'll be tied for the most number one hits ever.
It's only gonna be short lived though, because Bad Bunny and other artists is releasing.
They don't got number ones though. That's the thing. It's okay. He don't got. Think about it. 12 number ones. I think Mike might only have him beat as being the lead artist, right? Mm-hmm. He'll have all these accolades. No one will call him the greatest. They still debate that. All this money and fame, he hasn't found his wife. The girl of his dreams, even though he wants to tell us he's anti, she was his homie. You feel me? This is what 36-year-old Drake would sound like. He's jaded, for lack of a better term. And when you go into it with that perspective, it's a very enjoyable album. Now, I think the pitfall that we fell into is that a lot of us were growing up. And we were hoping for that Jay-Z-esque, nostalgic, but modern feel of a Drake record. He was going to come in. He's going to serenade us. He's going to tell the girl of his dreams that, you know what, you got to let me go and this, that, and the third, but I still love you. We thought he was going to let SZA have it. And he did it. He's angry. He's frustrated. And it's honest. And I think I said this off wax. I said, if I would have heard this album last year, I might have been like you. I'm like, this is a motherfucking classic. This is Drake's future album. The song, What Would Pluto Do? That's how I feel about this album. He's tired. It's like when a nice guy is fed up and he feels like, yo, I can't fucking win. So guess what? We saw it starting to happen on Her Loss, right? Mans was tired of it. I was a certified lover boy. But honestly, never mind. It's Her Loss. I'm for the dogs. That's the narrative that I'm running with. And before I hand over the mic so you can go on your Drake rant.
Get the gunshots ready.
I got you. The biggest thing I can say, we think about the big three. Drake, Kendrick, Cole. If you think about their, what are we at? Almost 10, over 12, let's say almost 15 years, right? 15 years in the game between the pre-blow up stuff and now, right?
Mm-hmm. If
you look at their arcs, Kendrick was the lyricist, introspective, spiritual guy. But in 15 years, what do those guys become? Truly insightful, Hotep-esque. I'm conquering my demons so I could be this insightful, transcendent man, right? And we got that on the last album, right? It might not have the replay value, but it was one of those deep black man, you know what? Yo, I'm trying to do better, but I got some shit that fucked me up. and I'm here, but I'm also doing, you know, hotep push-ups in the park type shit. For Cole came in as, out of the three, the least reassured person, trying to find validation. He went the commercial route early. He went the I'm gonna do it my way route by his third album and found his stride. And with age, has gained mainstream notoriety to the point where I would argue, out of the three, for the general audience, he's the most consumable. The boy don't miss. You could put him on anything, he's gonna go crazy. He found himself. So you got the spiritual hotep, the rapper that hit his stride late in the game, he going crazy. And you got Drake, the certified lover boy. My guy's been out here for years searching for love, searching for validation, providing the soundtracks that all of us, especially us male fans, the soundtrack to us trying to figure out who the fuck we are and who we run to when we feel like we being played with and we know we not getting the results that we want. After 15 years of that, you might be a little jaded. You might say, fuck them love songs. Fuck all this nice guy shit. Yeah, nah. Well, he said something along the lines of like, yo, I'm not a trick. I just paid for the service. All this shit is transactional right now. So if you want to say I'm not the GOAT, you want to say I don't get my shit, that's fine. But now I'm giving it to you how I see it. And now it's your job to respect that. And that's how I feel for all the dogs. Out of 10, what do I give it on a slick scale? I'm gonna give it a 7. It's not a cop-out 7. It's my initial rating, was it like a 5, 6? Probably. But the more and more I listen to it, the more and more for me, I get it. I resonate a little bit with it. I can understand from his point of view. And, yo, it's motherfucking Drake. You're going to find some gems.
That's offending.
So I'll let you have your 10 minutes. Go ahead, my friend.
Man. Now, I've been debating, because I kind of gave a little review before, on what route would I want to go with this review. I'm going to probably go on more of a, not on a story base, on that, you know, or just laying out the, I'm just going to go straight to the shits. This is a great album. Now, it's not album of the year. It's not hip-hop album of the year. I can't disrespect Killer Mike. You know, I'm a Drake stan, and it's taking a lot out of me. If we're going to talk about hip-hop album of the year, if I don't see Killer Mike next year win a bunch of awards, shit's rigged. I gotta be trill with myself. But far as album, what more do we want from Drake? One of the biggest complaints about Certified Lover Boy was, this sounds like a typical Drake album. Nothing new, really. Same formats, same pocket, same content. Nothing. It sounds cohesive. Yes, you got some gems on it, but it's not adding no new pizzazz. So what do my boy do? Goes on an album run. Goes with Honestly Nevermind, something totally out of pocket to reach a new audience, because he knows that's what the rave is going to be about now and where music is heading to. So he already starting to put a foot in uncharted territory already, cementing his legacy, by the way. Then, you know, I know a bunch of people want him to release an all hip hop album of him just rapping like 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Drake, that don't inspire Drake, and you gotta understand Drake is a creative person. If it doesn't inspire him, he's not going to do it. So instead, I really love my boy 21, and I love his music. Let me hop on that wave. Let me hop on the Atlanta wave. While I try to cater to the hip hop fan for the most part. So he hit you with Her Loss. Now he goes on back to the Drake. So, all right, people want old Drake. All right, yeah, I can give you some old Drake, but I have to put some new things in here so it can age well. So that's why I'm telling For All the Dogs View Part 2. Views Part 2. This is a Views Part 2. So off the rip, I'm going to give my letter grade. This is a B album currently with the potential to be an A- in about 4 or 5 months for me. Because I done listen to it regularly on commute, on my bike rides. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of, and the reason why I have it being an A- potentially, because even with my bike ride, if you know me, I be speeding through my shit. I be speeding with the bikes, and it slowed me down on certain songs like Polar Opposite, you feel me, tried our best. I was over here singing my heart out like I just lost my crayons to my first love. But I think one thing about this album, which he failed to do, was put out a theme. I think there is a nice theme when you get into track 8, 79 and 69 Santa, all the way into What Pluto Do. There's a nice little theme that you could get with. I think the album flow of this really impacts the album score. If he had done a better job at rearranging the track list, and the reason why I say it, and the reason why I'm giving it a potential to be A-, when I listened to it firstly, until track 6, I wasn't feeling the album. I'll be honest. First listen until track 6, I wasn't feeling it. After we got past track 6, I was feeling the album. I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I wanted. Then I put it on shuffle and let it play between different songs. And I think that one day when I put it on shuffle, I don't know, it was just the right spot, and that shit went crazy. So I have to give him penalty points for album flow. It's not cohesive like Certified Lover Boy. Oh, go ahead.
Can I push back? I feel like there is a theme to the album. I think the first 6, to your point, are kind of like, or 6 or 7, it's him really like coming at his exes. Like we said it was a therapy session, right? I'm not saying it is, but it's like, yo, you out here, you not with it. I hope this didn't work out. I hope you go find somebody that can do it better than I do. Damn, shorty, you mad about First Class? Like, you know.
I get that more from track 8 to because you got Bahama Promise, where he's talking about how shorty fucked up they trip to Bahamas, and then Try Our Best is shorty, we have our issues and we tried our best. Lost is lost. Exactly. Now it's Screw the World. Now we go into members only type stuff, and then we go to Drew Picasso. But
remember, in the first half, it's like he's frustrated, but he's more so frustrated about, you know, like, yo, what the fuck? What are you on type shit, shorty? And then after I Don't Give a Fuck, that's when it's like, yo, I'm taking care of this. You did me dirty. You fucking up our trips. It's just like, yo, fuck everything. You feel me? So I feel like there is a theme through it. And I think he delivered it in a way like that also goes against that idea that this is a typical Drake role. Like, I was ready for Sliming You Out to be number 3, track 4 to be like that sonic shift, you know, track 8 to be that like emotion. So the fact that he set it up this way, I was like, okay. He still put the big rap feature at track 6.
No, but my problem why I can't agree with that is after track 17, you go back to BBL Love, and then you went to
I fuck with BBL
then you went
Love.
I love BBL Love. Then you go to you just put a bunch of random tracks that don't really have except for the song with Bad Bunny and Rich Baby Daddy. Okay, cool. And then you had Another Night, which is the same, but then you go right back to Away Home and Polar Opposite. Then you go right back into that bag again, that's why I said the flow of it you kind of disrupt it a little bit. Because now you're talking about, you can fuck with me, I'll love you, woo woo, and then now you back into Transparency, woo woo. Like, I would want you, and I haven't really put the track list the way I want it so far, but I feel like that's probably why I don't give the flow. I'll give the flow a C, because from that the only good pocket is from 8 to 15. Because then you go to All the Parties, which is dope, but then you go straight into 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Like, how you go to All the Parties with Chief Keef, you singing your feelings, and then next minute you bar me to death. You feel me? And then you go back to BBL Love. You go from Bar Me to Death to BBL Love, and then you go to Hit Me with a Spanish nigga. That's crazy.
He's saying he's with all the shorties.
Now, and me and Slick disagree on this song. The only song that I could live without, I love all these songs, and it took me the first 6 songs. Like I said earlier, the first 6 songs, it took me a while, and I start to love Amen. Tizo Touchdown. I started listening to some of your projects. I love your work. I'm starting to love Amen. The only song that I am good off of, and I'm so disappointed because I was ready for it, is Calling for You with 21 Savage.
Wow,
that shit fire. That's so strong. Now, 21 tried to save it at the end, and I think he just, if he had a little more energy like Jimmy Crooks, I think the song could have been saved. But Drake, that beat structure was not for you. That beginning, and then Shorty complaining about Oxtail. Off the rip, my Caribbean side wasn't fucking with it. Off the rip, my Caribbean side wasn't fucking with it because you over here. How the fuck you complain about eating Oxtail goddamn all day? I think that's a song I can live without.
I like that.
Now, my standout is Try Our Best, and All the Parties. I ain't gonna lie, she just wanna party, she just wanna, that shit hit. But J. Cole smoked it. And also I want to talk about the Joe Budden shit. What's the point? I love what Drake doing with the younger folks. We keep talking about how old niggas do not give young niggas chances, and he giving a bunch of young people chances. I just listened to Tizo Touchdown because of him. Now, I'm a big Yeats fan. Now, yes, Yeat carried him because that's Yeat kind of beat. I'm a big Yeat fan. I listened to all his album. I appreciate Drake jumping into that world, because if you really listen to Yeat, this is his type of songs that you see on his album. How he switches up his vocals, how he switches it up, and he adds a different. He's kind of like a Kendrick Lamar with the voice change, and Drake kind of hopped in on it. So I appreciate Drake taking that risk. That's why I don't understand what people are not talking about. He took a lot of risk in this album with some of the artists. Even with the Chief Keef flow, like, nigga, how the fuck do you even make a feature with Chief Keef at this day and age? Now, I think Sexy Red had the worst verse of the whole album.
Wow, man, you know we love Big Sexy on this side. Relax.
You feel me? But yeah, so that's my review. So it's right now for me, it's a B. It has the potential to be an A-, and it has the potential to be in the top 5 album for Drake for me. This is Views Part 2. I won't be surprised, because once again, the consumption of music is terrible nowadays. How the fuck you listen to this album one time and you start? How the fuck did reviews come out? How did reviews? Because you just told me there was scores of 2.6, everything less than a week. I'm not trusting no reviews of albums less than a week. You're not going to sit here and review one of the top artists and give him a 2.6 off of less than a week. Now, before we go to our song of the week, I just want to talk about Joe Budden. My nigga, first of all, you got ethered. Now, I'm a little slick, because I'm with both sides. Now, I understand why Joe wants a more mature, because he's just like us. He grew up with Drake, and he expects Drake content to grow. But that was never Drake's. What do I want to say? That was never Drake's way of albums. His albums was always a reflection of him. Just like you put in Yes Soliloquy, this is what he's going through right now. It was never about him talking about, if you want grown content, that's not what you go for Drake for. If Pusha T can still talk about selling cocaine, and we know that nigga hasn't touched cocaine since 2000, my nigga could talk about what he's talking about at the end of the day. Now, once again, I don't mind that Joe gave his criticism, but I feel like he just caught the bad end of it, because I think Drake back was against the wall, and Joe is giving him the recipe for success and longevity. Now, I can understand why Drake felt some type of way about Joe, because Joe, yes, if you want to talk about lyricism and talk about lyrics, then Joe is the perfect person. But when we talk about longevity and success, I can see why Drake don't want to fuck with it. That's like slick. That's like if a nigga who's a teacher for like a year and then went into a data analyst, but then telling you how to run a class lesson. You would tell that nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, what? You barely teach a school year, and you went on something else. Yes, you getting mad bread. You getting 6 figures over there, but you telling me how to run a course? And I think that's exactly how it is. Like, nigga, you retired. You didn't have a Jay-Z farewell. You thought you was Kobe. Like Draymond said to Paul Pierce, you thought you was Kobe. You wasn't Kobe. You didn't get a farewell tour, my nigga. You niggas retired. Niggas didn't even know your number. And I respect you as a lyricist, but nigga, you can't give me the recipe for success if you never been there. I think if someone like Jay-Z gave that same sentiment, I think Drake would take it a different way, because the proof is in the pudding. You can't tell Jay-Z he wasn't successful with longevity, but a nigga who that's like a rucker player talking about how to fucking survive in the NBA. You feel me? What's your thoughts?
Big points were made. I think off the first Listen, I felt very similar to Joe. Like, this is not adult music, but then Drake is also not a typical adult. And I think after living with it for longer, I can say, hey, they're both right. I think we want Drake to make older music, but the more I've listened to the project, the more I've like certain songs. Even certain things he says, I'm like kind of like, still feels a little weird because of where he's at. But that's how you feel. That's the life you live. So I'm like, I'm gonna run with it. Again, I stopped looking for that Drake project a long time ago. CLB is when I gave it up and just started enjoying it again.
Can I ask you what's the Drake project again? What Drake project would you want from him?
Just something balanced, something cohesive, something. You know what? Drake is Drake when it resonates with you. That's what I said. It also depends on where you at in life. Like a year or two ago, if I'd heard this shit, I was like, it's the greatest album ever. So it would have been my Toxic album. It's like how I really fuck with that Future album from like 18 months ago. You know, like it's just like, sometimes you gotta hear something at the right time. You feel me? For a lot of us, the shit Drake talking about, we not in those spaces anymore. I'm not flying random women out to the Bahamas and buying them telling them your love for me is like a BBL. I gotta know if it's real. I ain't never felt no BBL before.
You slimed a couple of shorties out though.
I have, but I've been slimed out too. It's okay. It happens. It's part of the game. But yeah, I'm not really too pressed about it. I think it's like, and it's at the end of the day, I think the way Drake responded to it, I was kind of like, yo, bro, come on. Voice notes and the whole package. Like, yo, so y'all both have been hit each other phone.
No, but he did. And they had a whole conversation. And I think, you know what? Shout out to Maul from New Orleans Mall. Maul said it first before Joe released it behind the paywall, by the way. Smart move, Joe. Get that bread. He said basically Drake didn't have an offense of him basically saying the album was bad. Drake had a problem with him disrespecting Kai and Lil Yachty and saying, hey, you fucking 25-year-old still type shit. That's the reason why he went on a long rant. And I don't blame him for that because I'm like, Joe, as the narrative king, and you know the narratives that are used against you over the years. Yes, you're saying that you hate the album, but you're also saying, I don't want to see you with fucking Kai Cenat, Lil Yachty, and fucking 25-year-olds. You said it in a negative light. So, of course, my nigga felt some type of way. And then you telling him about being successful on top of that, all that, and you always had a love and hate relationship, deserve to get barred away. But my nigga said, bro, I'm in a 767. You have a modest house and a 973. He should have done a whole jersey better than Finito, my nigga. Let's get to anything else before we get to our song of the week.
I'm cool. Maybe I'll come back with it. Maybe I'll not like it next week. Maybe I'll enjoy it even more next week. But
this views part 2 for me. I won't be surprised, Slick, if the views is the stuff started, because already now after people started listening to it again, niggas are starting to turn around again. So shout out to Drake. You already know I'm bumping it. Please don't say nothing about us, Drake. I'm a big fan. Don't come after us, my nigga. Because he's screenshotting. He's on TikToks. He's on everywhere. Drake, please. All right. If you're listening to this, please go to we playing a bunch of music over here that will be getting wrapped up. So just listen to it on a streaming platform. Don't listen to this on YouTube. And you can find our previous song of the week on Apple Music playlist, on our Spotify music playlist. That's your song of the week this week.
It's all Drake. I was going to go for the low hanging fruit, the first person shooter, which was crazy. I don't give a fuck.
All right, so that was our song of the week. You can find our previous song of the week on the Apple Music playlist or our Spotify music playlist, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite. Slick, drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toxic Service announcement. All right. We know we have a packed toxic segment for you guys this week, and I had to bring the one and only, the queen of toxicity, Big Money B. Oh,
hashtag man. New hair. Who this?
Come on now. She took out the poetic justice braids.
I had no braids. I just had straight up fro until I could get my meat put in.
But she still got the Queen Latifah set it off under that hair though, so it's still good though. She keep it in the trenches.
Thank you, Ryan.
How you doing, Big Money V? You know.
First of all, this is my hair. I don't know what you're talking about. This is my hair.
Because you paid for it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't grow it.
That's an assumption.
Hey, shit.
Well, you know. Slick, I don't know if you know, but Big Money V is in a loving relationship right now.
Oh, you a liar.
So fellas, her DM is closed.
No. You a liar. You are a liar. You don't see me with no man. If it ain't Jesus, I don't know nothing.
Look, you see how she treated her nigga already? Like, you can't cuff girls now because you give them a title, they start moving different now, Slick. That shit crazy.
That's funny.
I got a title.
Come on now, you saw how my nigga hugged you with the side to side, throw your hands in the sky.
I don't know what that man do, but that man ain't my man. He's somebody else.
You to my man.
I work with King Jesus.
All right, let's get to it. Now, Slick. Now you a newly fiance.
You can't just say engaged.
Oh, congratulations.
Gracias. Thank you.
All right. So, Slick, you've been with your girl for some years now. So y'all share a lot of stuff, right? So imagine if your girl come up to you and be like, yo, this nigga just slid into my DM. It's like, I'm going to send you this video once because you just got to play a little snippet, though, because this shit is hilarious. Imagine your girl come up to you and say, a nigga try to slid. You know how niggas be sliding with the hard eyes, but what if he slid like this, Slick? Play the video one time.
Something on TikTok or Twitter?
Twitter.
Oh, say less. Oh, you about to get me tight. You about to ruin my night. I ain't gonna hold you. You about to make me so mad. Cause I hate this dumb shit. Hold on. All right. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Wait, I don't see that shit. Where shit at?
I just sent it.
That shit said, fuck you. My Twitter said you not valid. My Twitter does said you ain't valid. Hold on. Oh, nope. They ain't fucking with you, bro. They said you don't exist.
What the? You blocked me or something?
I must have. I knew you was wilding with the Drake shit. Hold on. Now I gotta find it for myself. Keep talking.
Okay, so basically, V, now that you cuffed up, V. So imagine if a nigga slid in the DM with a picture, made a video with your picture, slide to your DM, shooting his shot with some vocals. You feel me?
The nigga was singing?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Hold on, nah. I gotta find this shit.
I sent it again.
Nah, my shit said you ain't valid, bro. I don't follow you no more. I told you was wilding with your Drake takes. I said I don't know this nigga.
I mean, when the goat drops, the goat drops. You feel me?
What he said? Eating on the goat. I can't find this shit, bro. I'm sorry. They don't fuck with you.
Okay, hold on.
So wait, you mean to tell me niggas is singing in DMs now?
I'm fucking with it.
I know, feel this. Your man, 'cause with him, all I see is crying. I should be a boyfriend.
Nigga, y'all harmony? That nigga went to the studio.
Yeah. Now the guy who put it on Twitter laughed about it because him and his girl been together for 13 years. But dog, he said I couldn't even hate on this nigga right here. Like, they gonna put an effort for this shot. Like,
that's funny.
He picked the best song for that whole entire situation. He dirty Mac.
How about to say that nigga dirty Mac? Wow.
Trying to take that nigga family.
Wow.
He gave his whole entire harmony.
He went to the studio. That's crazy. My first question: why does nigga think he know you like that? That is my question. You don't just do that off a shot. I'm sorry. See, look, you gotta think differently. Hey, look at who this nigga. He work at your
job.
And
he had to be following you for a minute. This can't be his first shot.
It's not his first shot.
You can't do this on the first shot.
It's not his first shot.
You cannot control what niggas do.
That's that naive
There's
shit.
some type of there's some type of accountability on women because first of all, he knows that you've been with he knows that you have a family and you got a kid because the girl got a kid with the nigga. This can't be the first shot he throw because if this is the first shot, that's nasty. That'd be your first shot off the rep a singing video, but then you make a video with her face in it. Like he took one of her pictures and put that as the background of the video.
He know her. He know her when she posts sad statuses and shit, or she be liking. Go look at her replies.
No,
see if she was look at her replies.
No,
I bet you that nigga in there.
Sis like that. Sis
she probably didn't say anything to him, but she reacted to his statements. She probably put like the heart. She probably heart some of his replies.
This man is probably just delusional. You can actually screenshot people pictures from their IG and take it and do it.
I'm not saying she's not some picture. I'm saying there's been niggas.
Ain't no conversation happen. Niggas do shit just to be niggas.
I ain't never heard a nigga sing a whole 5-part harmony for no shot for no woman.
Knowing that she got a family.
Ooh, that shouldn't have been the song. It should have been Carl Thomas. And I wish I never met her.
Wait, real quick. What you had any creative nigga slide into your DM before?
No, niggas just be like, "What's the color of your nipples?" Like we just getting that. I would take my nigga shooting still. I would actually take the fucking Drew Hill song over that. Because as you can see, I was jamming with it. I was rocking with Bart.
Yeah, I was mad until I was like, "Oh, he hit the note. Hold on, wait a minute, nigga." How about I say, "You want to come sing at our wedding?" I'd have been that type of nigga. Like, what up, bro?
Yo, the top tier niggas to lose your bitch is a nigga who play an instrument or a nigga who could sing. Those are the worst niggas.
Nah,
oh my god,
the poets that get you too. The poets, it's the artsy niggas that get you.
Oh yeah, because you know, black women love Jones. Even though she was toxic in that movie,
she was toxic.
She was toxic as hell. But you speak a little spoken word like, "Oh, Queen, you are picked from the planet of Earth. We didn't land on Planet Rock. Planet Rock landed on us."
Brian,
they go crazy for that.
Talk to me direct. Don't go around.
You see that? You was probably at one of those showcase. Shout out to Poetry Me.
Nah, that was wild. Cause I was like, ooh, I'm telling you. I'd laughed at it. It would have been like the next day. I'd have been like, "Why that nigga know so much about her?"
And I'm looking through that message too. Because
it would have been some. He would have said some shit that would have been like, "I thought this was a coincidence." So you said something about her favorite color. She ain't never put that shit up. Hold up, nigga. What you know? That's why I'm like, see, I don't play those games.
Nah, but then also now, I ain't gonna lie. This might be a villain episode for women. Big Money V. I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Because Yasmin Lopez is being accused of plotting on John Morant while trying to trap Deshaun Jackson with a baby.
Damn, to shoot it up, boys. Well, I mean,
but let me tell you what she's saying. What she said in this alleged DM. I'm messing with Deshaun Jackson right now, trying to get him to trick on me. I'm gonna get John Morant next. And then the girl that she said it to, "Sis, ain't his dick hella small?" Ooh, it's non-existent. I can't even feel it. I'll fake it. Emoji. Oh, the girl replied back, "Oh, savage, but I know you got to secure the bag, sis." And then she replied back, "Baby number 3."
Baby number 3? What the fuck?
She have a couple kids.
You know these they be getting the tummy tuck right off the what's it called? The delivery table. It be happening. You can't never tell.
My nigga, that shit broke my heart, B.
Why?
That's just it. The game is the game, bro. You know the thing about it, what broke my heart was just like the game is the game, bro. You like all you niggas with bread. Shout out to y'all for working on yourself and getting that money, but don't be thinking you hot shit, my nigga.
You really ain't shit.
I mean, don't think y'all hot shit. Wasn't bad. She's still fucking with it, but like. You see this? This is why
queen of toxicity right here. Queen of toxicity. That's what I needed you on the episode.
Why are you in the people messages? Like that makes no sense. Like you went looking for something and that was your fault.
Nah. You know what happened? Basically, probably she got beef with the shorty that she was talking to in that IG message, and the shorty just screenshot it and released it to the public. Like, all right, bitch, I don't fuck with you no more. I'm gonna let the niggas that you talking to know that you're trying to trap them right now.
But sometimes you have a bond with your niggas and they already be knowing, like, so it's not even news.
You ain't shit.
You gotta have ladies, if you are listening, have a bond with your niggas so that when shit like this happens, nobody's surprised. There's nothing to hide. Everybody's still gonna come back.
You just told somebody my dick was non-existent. What type of bond are we gonna have?
It probably. First of all, you can love a nigga who have a little dick and be like, "Yo, it's non-existent. I still love you, my babe. Baby number 3 might just happen, but nigga, you have a small dick, and I'm gonna bring it up to my friend."
We deserve less.
I'm about to say that's the one who be getting the singing DMs. She's like, "Oh yeah, this nigga Trey Songz in my DMs right now. Look."
Ain't no way you trying to justify. Okay, what about if you was fucking with a nigga, right? And he had a screenshot, one of his homeboys exposed him and said, like, yeah, I'm fucking with Big Money V, her little small ass and little titty. I don't really want to fuck with her, but she got a good job. I'm about to knock her big forehead up, and then I'm gonna go after one of her friends.
First of all, I wasn't even offended by my little boy chest. And like, you know, but the forehead, I'm kind of sensitive. Yeah.
What if you find out your nigga? So how you gonna like? Would you gonna look at him in the couch like? So I got a big ass forehead. You tell me my shit look like Rihanna. What you gonna say?
First of all, Rihanna's a bad bitch. I take that compliment any day. Now,
no, you just say you got the head. That's it. After that,
okay, I may have the head, but you were still giving head though. Like.
I don't think that works for you. The still beat only works for niggas. That's a double standard for niggas.
If you ate it. So
yeah, it kind of still works just because niggas don't really mind. You don't really get slandered.
So you still ate my ass though. That's the equivalent to I still beat.
Yep.
Yeah. You can't.
Okay, I accept that.
Because niggas be hiding like, nah, I don't do that shit. Nah, nigga, you ate it from the roots to the tuna. Don't even do that.
You ate it from the Rudy to the Tootie. Now, not only you a villain, Big Money V, but this woman over here, Slick.
Oh, fuck her.
You take it away, Slick, because I can't. Willard. I pray for you, soldier. You should have went after Margot Robbie in the first place, my nigga.
We know he clipped. We know he smoked it. Relax. This is tough. Man, if you haven't heard the news, Jada Pinkett Smith was doing an interview. What was it? Good Morning America, one of the nationally syndicated talk shows, where she admits that since 2016, her and Will Smith have been separated, and essentially she compared it to a divorce. But she just said we always made a pact to not leave. I was like, ooh, you let this man risk his career.
Went up there and go smack. Well, now I see why he actually smacked her, because Chris Rock was trying to spit game at her when he found out.
Yeah.
So I see why he was beefing with that nigga. He was like, "Oh, you made a joke. Now I'm about to smack the shit out."
Well, it was like it was a situation. What we got is what we got, but don't fuck over. Don't talk to my girl and get killed like that Young Thug shit. Thug was like, "Yo, try to entertain my bitch, you gonna die." That's really what it was. Like, just because we not good don't mean y'all could be good. Like, cut that shit the fuck out.
So Slick, you know what this shows me? That all of the Tupac shit that she been posting up.
Oh yeah, that's the love of
talking
her life.
about. Oh, she miss her best friend. Nah, you was being a villain.
Nah,
the love of her life died.
Yo, but you seen they brought up a Breakfast Club clip where Charlamagne was like, "Yo, so how you feel about Tupac?" And he's like, "Yo, we couldn't even be friends because when they was together, they just had love. They was young, so they didn't get to really do those things. And then when they was old enough to really start exploring that, I came into the picture. Nigga, the Secret Service can get that information out of me, bro. You mean to tell me?
Yo, nothing is worse when you find out you the nigga that she settled for.
Yeah, you
like,
number 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you number 2. That's you gotta eat that. Like, cause you know what?
I gotta cheat. I gotta cheat.
See, look,
no. I'm part of the Black Men Don't Cheat Association. I got my gold card, but I gotta get my lick back. Slick, I don't care if toxic. TSA, I'm here. Slick, if you find out, shorty, that you've been loving for years, that you really trying to build life with,
the one you gave your hoes up for.
All of that. You talking about a good Margot Robbie. Look at her doing her shit over here, making millions of dollars and shit like here. You gave up all the good hoes. Because once again, let's remind, they was together when Will Smith was on top of the world. He was making songs and movies, Independence Day, Walking to Miami. You feel me? Wild Wild West, whatever. You find out you number 2 in her heart, bro.
Hey, it had to be him.
Then you was number 1.
How you gonna feel, Slick?
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry in the car. I'm gonna cry in the car. I'm like, shit, damn.
And it comes to the point where you built your life around this girl that you can't really see existing without her. So you're like, fuck it, I'm here. I'm gonna fight for basically what he's saying. I'm basically gonna fight to try to get that #1 spot, and he never won.
Yo, I read the book, bro. The shit he said he did for this woman, and she used to be mad at him for doing. I'm like, you got mad? He threw you a surprise party and had videos of your fam. You know what it is? I think as a man, we always get told we don't do enough for our women, and Will Smith can literally do everything and has tried to do everything, and it still wasn't enough.
You know, like
You muted. You coming in and out.
Wait, you coming in and out.
Pause.
But you know, Slick. Not only this, Slick. You took our son, one of your son's friends, and had a wild summer with this nigga.
Yeah, nah. Fuck her. All she stand for. I don't give a fuck about.
They
that.
were
You basically groomed this
That's still
young nigga
embarrassing.
over here.
Not only did she wanted a dead nigga and she fucked her son's homie. That nigga was in pictures with all of them. There's no way. No. Nigga, the J. Cole lyric is dead.
Oh my
I don't want that.
She's just a hoochie.
She is a hoochie. She need attention. Because you see how she be acting. She's always needed attention. I don't fuck with it. Because I'm like,
yo, and it makes me even look back when she posted Tupac recently.
on his birthday. Yeah, Will posted that nice ass story. I don't give a fuck.
My nigga, he in heaven, but you know what? We still gonna turn up. It's lit for his birthday. Like,
Nah.
yeah, I got a husband, but we separated.
Yeah, I'm cheating. I'm sorry. I am cheating. I don't care. I don't advocate for cheating, by the way, but I got to, bro. I gotta get some type of.
But we're separated. We're not doing anything.
It's still rule.
So
it's like Tiana ain't mine. Like, yo,
What's one of her best friends? You gotta fuck her best friends. I'm gonna find out. Y'all keep talking. What's Jada Pinkett's best friend? Okay.
nah, why should be hitting? It's not happening, bro. You wildin'. You just got sometimes you got to throw it in. I know they said they wasn't getting divorced. They wasn't doing divorce. You gotta just sign the paperwork, bro. Hope you got a good prenuptial.
It is only the reason why they getting divorced because Will didn't even want to get divorced his first time. He's a glutton for punishment. Yo, Will, please. Oh my God, Will. It's like I feel sorry for him, but I actually appreciate him more for being more vulnerable in that book and just being more vulnerable about himself. Because niggas go through this sometimes. You feel me? But
yeah, normal niggas jump off a bridge or shoot a nigga. I mean, I guess technically he does do that, but never mind. I'm sorry, that wasn't sensitive.
I need to know who her best friend. I need to know who her best friend. Cause
I'm gonna say this: the tough part is like, as men. I know we are not by any stretch of imagination. We're not perfect. All we got is our ego and pride sometimes. And for a man to be as vulnerable as Will Smith has been about, oh yeah, no, it's over. He's in the negatives. he traded all of that in to be America's favorite black guy. And now look where it got him. He can't go to the Oscars. His woman out here just embarrassing the fuck out of him. We don't know what the fuck going on with Willow and Jaden.
But it's like we gotta be real, because there are niggas that know that their woman settled for them. They're not really their dream niggas guy. They're not their women dream nigga. You feel me? Some niggas know that, but it's always they never really like find out or shorty do the best that she can unless they get a divorce to let him know that he's baby, you're number one. But when shorty flaunts it in your face constantly that. Nigga, you would never be number one in that category. That's a different type of hurt.
The silent killer is, you might end up with this person who settled for you. Let's say y'all have a son. That son gonna be named after her favorite nigga. First name always.
That's a thing.
Let me find out his full name. Because if anything resembles Jaden, oh, we got it. We boycotting her.
You gotta find
we boycotting. Yeah, we boycotting her.
I'm about to. I need a list. I'm about to text shorty right now. Like, yo, run it. Run it.
Anything. Nah. Well, and then you had your daughter write a letter that a nigga that she wasn't even born around the time Tupac was around.
Yeah.
She's going to have to drop the biggest Will was abusive, Will was cheating, Will was wilding story ever. Because right now, bro, I got zero sympathy.
Right now, it's unsolicited information. Like, who the fuck keeps your platform?
She likes attention.
My heart breaks, bro. This is like one of the things that like you can't make this shit up, bro. Well, let's get on to other news because now, Slick. Now, I love putting you in these scenarios, Slick. Now you got a pregnant girlfriend, right? Like, think of the Keke Palmer and the Usher situation. You let her go out.
Oh, I said I do. I thought she knew something I didn't know. I was like, what?
Well, hold on. I don't know about that. And I wouldn't break it on the podcast now. But anywho, you know, your pregnant girlfriend, right, goes to a concert, a Kevin Gates concert at that, which is kind of, it's an eyebrow raised offerette. Like, you pregnant, and you're going to tell Kevin Gates. What music Kevin Gates make for a pregnant woman to show up to, by the way. He takes her on stage, right? Sit her down, bring her head back, make her open her mouth.
Right.
Spits in it. What's your reaction? That nigga, that little baby growing up a bastard.
Yeah. What's mine is no longer mine. It's okay.
You better go to that nigga for child support.
Nah, I'm sorry. I told you what women have. Pride and ego. You don't endanger that, we are fine. That happens. Ooh, child.
Yo,
especially
in the whole video about it, like, girl, you pregnant, mama.
Yeah, nah, I might have went to. I would have punched in her face, and I'm dark skinned. I'm going to jail. I'm sorry. Obviously, I accept the laws for the way they are. I'm just like, yeah, I don't have that much more embarrassment in me. I'm sorry.
I can't handle that. I can't handle that if a shorty that I was talking to go up there. But you pregnant with my seed? I don't care if we beefing. I don't care if we just broken. You still got my seed in your belly. And you gonna let this nigga Kevin Gates, who be fucking his cousin, licking ass from the rooter to the tutor, dick all in your stomach, It's supposed to be a baby in that damn stomach. Let that nigga spit in your mouth. V, what's your thoughts on this?
That's nasty. First of all, Kevin Gates, out of everybody, have you heard? This is a man who want to take that same spit and spit on his kids. Like, that is crazy. Yo, I seen that shit. It reminded me of that Trey Songz, like, when this nigga was hanging a loogie between two shorties' mouths. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Have some respect. Stand up.
It's groupie culture. Then never mind. I ain't gonna go that far. But yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But you gotta know that in the scouting report. You gotta see how your girl get when she out with her friends. I'm like, nah, you wildin'? That couldn't be mine.
Yeah, you can't hang out with Jessica. Jessica be having you suck dick off getting drunk on Casamigos. Like, nah, you can't. You can hang out with Jasmine. Jasmine is a little more classy. You gotta really prep your shorty. You gotta really peep your shorty's friends, because you know she keeps a wild card that be doing some wild shit. And then she got the calm one, you know, that might be with the shit, but it won't really be with the shits.
She be like, girl, you know that nigga gonna be mad. Cut it out. You gonna be calling me crying on my phone. You can't stay up in my house. You know how that go.
And you really can't, because, ma'am, I don't know what to tell you. Go home to that man and work it out.
So, Big Money V, did any exes dislike any of your friends?
Probably so. Nigga just never told me.
You never told him, I'm gonna hang out with so-and-so. He never like,
No, it's like, go out, have fun, and be stalking my story the whole entire time. Might hit up one of them and be like, oh, she's showing out, like,
oh, he's
nah, you got hit with the yo, get your friend.
like, get your friend. And they would show me the shit. I'd be like, I'm FREE, like, because I'm coming back home. Because I'm coming back.
No, you're not coming back home. If you go out and I only see one story.
You was wilding the fuck out. You was wilding the fuck out.
No.
You know what's worse? You know what's worse is when you see one story from your shorty, or you see her friend is taking a whole bunch of shit. You be like, hold on, that is not making sense over here.
No, that's not always the case. Sometimes I might be on my phone, or my phone died. Like,
oh, the phone died.
That'd be tough, because I'd be like, you be on your phone all the fucking time. We outside, but you went out with Felicia, and now your ass don't fucking know how to act, huh?
Now you don't got a portable charger.
Mm-hmm. You wasn't charging it before you left the house, huh? Interesting.
Whatever.
That's how niggas end up singing. Wow. That's how niggas end up singing in DMs. They told them that you got drunk off the casa and told them your whole life story.
Big Money, you use that a lot. The phone died. That's one of your go-to lines, isn't it?
Oh well, it is what it is. I said my phone died.
slick. Yo,
I told
what?
you.
Okay, let's. Anywho, a nigga spit in your girl's mouth. She for the streets. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to hear no justification for that.
You know what? Yo, can we be for real? Just take a second to just acknowledge this. Like, I applaud the growth of black men as we have made as a community in the last couple of years. We've been called out on our shit. We've been able to really, like, you know, take onus on the bullshit that we do. But yo, society got to stop fucking playing. Like, all this shit is not okay, and we not going to cap as if, like, yo, certain thing, like, is like you should be able to spit in somebody's mouth. Like, a nigga DMing you is singing, it's okay. No, the fuck is not. Oh,
it is not.
You got a nigga.
They trying their best. Shout out to women though. They trying their best to make that shit. They trying to normalize it.
And that's why I said exactly what the fuck I said about the comparison between them and another race or gender.
Oh, you know what? We're not gonna go there. All right, let's go to the sister real quick. Tia Mowry is saying that dating at 40 is very, very tough. She's saying that she's saying that it's exhausting because men don't court women no more. When I was dating Corey, it was beautiful, amazing, and wonderful. Now men are just looking at women as objects.
We've been trying to tell. Never mind.
and you know what? This guy here, I want to give. No, it's a woman actually.
Oh,
she's playing it in sports term. Shout out to her, to damn Jazz again. She said, let me explain this in sports term. She had a guaranteed contract that paid out at the end of the year. She got tired of the team and severed the contract with no guarantee to pay out. Now she's a free agent with 2 bad knees and low probability to be a franchise player. She is now getting passed up by most teams for newer and fresher prospect, and now she wishes she can go back to her old team, but they don't have it in the budget cap anymore. That was beautifully said. What did you think at 40? What was going to be out here for you, mama?
I ain't judging her off that. I think marriage is a commitment, and I think that relationships are a commitment first. Let's just fuck this narrative of you know, you single to be married, because you're not. You can say that. It's all paperwork and semantics, right? But I think that there's a commitment that goes into it. And when you are able to take that next step into a marriage, that commitment goes in a boyfriend-girlfriend commitment. Yo, all right, this is too much. I'm out. Cut and dry. Maybe there's a dog involved. Maybe, you know, it might be an apartment. It's little shit, right? When you married, in sickness and in health, till death do us part, I picked you. I'm here for it. And when the going get rough, yo ass better not Remy mommy. You feel me? It's like, we are in this together, even when you don't like me for 6 months. That means, well, we talk about it. We go to therapy. The problem is a lot of times people go to work. People get caught up in their own lives and what they got going on. They forget about the we. I think, what's his name? Duval and his wife, they talk about it very much. Like, they're in acting. They got a bunch of kids. They have to remind themselves for that spark, that romance, that conversation. And a lot of times people forget that shit. Or you know what? My favorite, when one of the parties feels like, maybe I could do better. Maybe, just maybe, that piece that I'm missing, maybe that's the key to my happiness. And sometimes it is, but most times it's not. And sometimes you get a Will and Jada situation. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. But that's really where it comes down to. And I don't fault her, because I saw she got into a spat with a fan where they were like talking about like, why you broadcasting this and saying, like, she was like basically, oh, I'm not trying to go back to him and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, at the same point, that is the tweet held a lot of weight. You gonna leave and find out ain't nothing but shit and blood in the streets.
Facts.
And unfortunately, I think Drake said on his album, right? He's like, yeah, I hope you find somebody that could love you better than I did. It's not manipulative. Sometimes it's like, yo, I chose you. I chose you in every facet of who you are. I accepted you for all your flaws, all your grace, all your beauty, all everything. And it wasn't enough. We didn't figure it out. Good luck. So we wish this woman good luck.
Good luck indeed. Now, Big Money V. Now, the real reason I had to, I sent the video on Twitter to have it up a little quick. You the dating expert. You know, $500 dates, 6 lemon drops. You name it. You know, you probably been to most of the top restaurants in the city.
And she don't pull her card out. You know that.
I don't. I never do. Never have to. It's not a requirement.
So the past week or so, there's been debates now, especially you over here. How many drinks you can order on the first date, and also what is too much on the first date. So let's go back because let's do the drinks first. So apparently, ordering 4 drinks is a lot.
That is like what the fuck?
On the nigga's tab.
That's like the first. Okay, so you gotta have some type of decorum. You gotta act like you shy. Like,
but you missed 6 lemon drops though. What's going on?
I said act like you shy. First of all, it's like, oh, what you want to drink? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I wanted to do this, or like you would be like, I don't know. What would you suggest? Matter of fact, you ask the fucking waiter. Be like, yo, what would you suggest? What's the best drink? And as soon as this nigga see you get excited about like this recommendation, you look for confirmation in that eye of like, yeah, he see this glee in my eye. So I'm gonna order that. Now you take that drink and you slowly sip. You don't and go to the next one. No, because like maybe he'll ask you if you're thirsty. I don't know, but like niggas be like, yo, when shit is getting going good, niggas be like, yo, you want another drink? Yeah, I'll take another one.
And I want you to stop right there. That's when you know you can order a lot of drink, mama.
Now this time I'm gonna order whatever the fuck I want because hey, you said.
You see that? Because what I don't like about this, women be like, oh wait, hold on, you date niggas that control how much you can drink and whatnot. I'm like, baby girl, if this is the first link or the first date and you ordering 4 drinks out the wahoo, either you're an alcoholic or I'm the food nigga because you got no type of respect for my pockets whatsoever. Because you know them drinks at the spots. You know the drink. If it's not Applebee's, but they got the dollar margarita. Shout out to Applebee's again. You know niggas is playing spades. Niggas already fighting in it. The marketing is lit, by the way.
First of all, why are you drinking dollar margaritas from Applebee's? I do not know.
Because they're $1 and we're in a recession. Absolutely. I'm in that bitch like this.
You feel me? We gonna play Uno on that bitch. Now, if it's not dollar margaritas, okay. But you know the drinks at the restaurant go for at least $12 to $20 at least.
At happy hour, STK, the happy hour, you catch like a nice little drink.
I'm paying
for $7.
Oh, word? I can have 7 margaritas at Applebee's.
Come on now. What's the song? 1 margarita. I'll be shaking that ass. Give me 2 margaritas.
Yeah, I'm more like fighting.
So slick. What's the limit? Like, if a shorty order 4 drinks, like,
I'm a civilian.
Not happy hour.
Not happy hour. I'm a civilian. I don't even know what the going rate for a drink is nowadays. When I go out, normally it's like 3 to 4. It depends. Probably pregame beforehand or something, though. So 3 to 4 is like
this shit $16 off the rip sometimes.
Yo, bro. All I know is that she don't finish her food, so I know I'm gonna have leftovers tomorrow. So it's like, all right,
you gonna take her leftovers?
I'm leaving here with something.
I don't know. It really depends on to be honest with you, it depends on how many I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna probably do 2.
That's not fair, dog. You know how you be when it comes to the liquor.
But if I have to ask you if you want more, then you be like, yes, okay. But then if I keep asking, you keep saying yes, I'm like, all right.
No,
all right. I'm gonna need you to police. I'm gonna need you to cover the tip, mama, because you wilding over here. If you go to 6, I'm like, all right.
But you're still asking me if I want to drink, and I'm gonna say every single time.
What the hell? Are you a well? Like, how much water how much liquor can you intake over here?
Now, I could drink, but
you know what?
But I ain't gonna do too much, especially on the first date, only because like I don't want to be that intoxicated around somebody that I'm just now like sitting down and sharing the experience with.
Oh, so now with that said, what about if you go and get the video ready, slick? What if you go into a place, right? Mm-hmm. You order 48 goddamn oysters.
That's nasty.
some crab cakes, seasoned potatoes, and 3 lemon drops. And you're on your phone recording the whole experience. What's your thought process on that?
I saw that. That was nasty. Sis was like I was like, bitch, what? Like, yo, you're on a date. Have some decorum. Like, yo, put the phone down. I get it. Like, okay, because I'm guilty of, like, whenever, like, my food come out, I gotta get a little picture before, get a nice little snap, and then put it back in my purse, not as I'm eating the shit that I am slurping the oysters. First of all, you have 4 dozens of oysters. That's something. Your stomach don't hurt. You
gonna be in that bathroom. Your butt is gonna be beatboxing.
Yo, I'm not gonna be able to eat because I don't even think I can eat like half of like.
Wait, don't you get some type of sickness eating a lot of seafood all at once?
You can get sick. We're gonna pray for her. We're gonna see what happens.
I know you order 48 oysters. If I'm not getting slurped up like them, I ain't paying.
Nah,
what are we doing over here?
Eating that many oysters and then you ordering other things off top is wild to me.
And then you had some goddamn nerves to order some seasoned potatoes, some crab cakes, and then you order 3 lemon drops. You're not even drinking water at this point to wash this shit down. Your pH balance all type of off. And then you got some nerve for some damn dessert too.
Damn, I didn't even know.
So Shorty went out and bought 48 oysters. Like that was her thing. Like she thought that was okay. Who was this girl?
Some crab cake season. She ate all that shit because he went to the bathroom on her and dipped out. He didn't.
This is a man who been in her DMs for like 2 years. She never responded back to this man at all. And then one day she was like, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna give you a chance. We should go out." And she pulls that. So she took a whole video experience on TikTok of her eating 4 dozen oysters by herself. This man, I don't even know if she interacted with this man.
Yeah, well, he only had drinks. He only had
his drinks. And she had a whole buffet.
She had $60 worth of oysters.
He didn't eat one. He didn't even get a chance to have one because sis was slurping them up as fast as they came. They was going like.
And then nigga said that I offered to take you out for drinks, so you ordered all that goddamn food in that text message. I'm like, I don't blame you, my nigga. That's why I tell niggas, yo, bro, if Shorty don't fuck with you and you being persistent in her DMs and she finally let you take her out, nigga run. Nigga run. Because unless she was with a nigga the whole entire time and that's why she was curving you, but you know she wasn't with a lot of nigga and she been curving you, run, fellas. That means she's hungry and you are a lick. Because if you didn't do nothing, you gotta like save a bitch. You gotta like save her or help her out in some type of way for her to see you in a new light. If you didn't do nothing in that sort to put yourself in a new light, and you just a nigga in her DM just constantly trying to get her, and she finally let you take her out, bro. You the food nigga. That's Slick. What you think about that?
As a civilian, I don't have these problems at this point, but
oh good lord, this nigga.
Big husband.
As a civilian, I don't really partake in such things, but at the event that I did, oh yeah, nah, she's gonna hear about that one. Cause come on, ma, what are we doing? I'm not a food.
Like what happened to girls ordering like little petite salads to look cute? Like I thought like date 4 or date 5, then that's when you could show me your little fat ass. You feel me? Like you could show me a fat ass after we built some type of rapport. But the first date, mama, you busting down 48 oysters, potatoes, crab cakes and shit.
Plus her tip was $11 and I thought that was piss poor. Cause ma'am, how you gonna
that
say
bill gotta be $200?
I don't even know, cause like I think there was a special on the oysters, but
it was 12. It was 12 a dozen, I think.
So like I don't know how much any of that came up to, but whatever. Cause she had them people in the kitchen working. You, ma'am, should tip more than $11. That's sad.
And then think about it, you was on your phone the whole entire time. If I see a shorty on her phone the whole entire time and ordering a whole bunch of food, oh shit, I'm a lick. That's what I'm thinking. I'm a lick. Ain't no way in hell you about to sit here and order this food and record it. Because only time I'm okay with that we've been fucking for a minute. We together. We in a relationship, and then I just know that you like to do content. If that's the case, then record all the way. But the first link, ma. The first link. Yeah, let's get to our choose one. Yeah, women don't got no decorum over here no more.
Some do say, put a sum on that.
You missed $500. You missed lamb chops and lobster and asparagus and lemon drop. No, lychee martini queen over here. I don't want to hear nothing from you over here. You don't care about our nigga's pocket at all over there.
Cause this nigga
on a nigga's birthday, you didn't even reach out.
This nigga invited me for his birthday.
That don't mean you get the lamb chops and the lobster tail and everything else on a nigga's birthday.
Oh, and he paid.
I bought him shots.
You paid $60. He paid $600.
Right.
Slick, the worst part about this, Slick, it's his birthday, right? So she was going to the bathroom. She thought she was going to do something cute and be like, oh, it's his nigga's birthday. Can we get like some type of, let's take a little type of cake or whatnot. Make it see. Mind you, nigga end up paying for the cake because the shit goes on the tab. thought, oh yeah, you know what? It's your birthday. Give that nigga a little crumble cake.
First of all, it was strawberry cheesecake and it was quite good. I think it was really good.
And you ate this shit?
He fed me the cake. He fed me the cake. I didn't want no pieces. He just said, yo.
Yeah, yo, fellas. And then you talk about you wasn't gonna slurp the nigga like some oysters too. Yeah, you see, you are so wrong. You are so wrong.
First of all, there's a difference between me and Shorty. She is her and I am me. Because first of all, on my first interaction with this man, I'm like, oh, how much is the bill? Looking for my little nothing that's in there but my lip gloss and my ID. But don't get me wrong, my Air Max is right there. But I'm like, I'm not gonna pull it out.
Yeah, I'll make you pull that out.
Well, they said
don't pump fake me.
Crazy.
Nigga said, no, I invited you out and slide the book towards him. I said, I like that.
And now the most important question: what's the update with that?
I don't know that. I don't know that person.
Yo, Slick.
I'm dated. Like, what you mean?
Yo, Slick.
What happened? All the dogs out now.
I just asked, what's the update? You're talking about now you Key Palmer. I don't know who that man is.
I don't know anybody. I ain't no rings on my fingers. I don't know nothing.
All right, choose one. You're stressing me out right now. All right, for this week's choose one. All right. Slick and Big Money V, would you rather say your ex name during sex or your partner's best friend's name? You got to answer that one because you know your ass going to get in trouble either way.
Do not answer that, sir. Don't answer that. I'm telling you right now. Do not answer that.
You're newly engaged, my good sir.
Don't answer that. That's a setup. You see that? That's a setup question. Don't let your single friends influence you.
Hey, wait, I'm telling him not to answer. That's why I have you on here, Big Money V, because you say you got no ring on your finger. You single, right? You don't got to worry about the consequences.
But this man, as soon as he banging on us, oh yeah. Woo, you can't come back from turning answers. Let's just put that out there. So
which one you choosing, Big Money V?
I'm going to choose my ex's name because I never liked any of my... I mean, some of them, I did like their friends, but, like, not enough to be, like, in the middle of orgasming, like, oh, my God, your friend's name. Like, bitch, you get punched in the temple, and I don't got time to be fighting niggas no more.
Wait, no more. Okay, real Brooklyn, all right.
Real Brooklyn. I used to fight niggas. I don't do that no more. You can't do that, ladies. You can't fight niggas no more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
These niggas shoot.
Yeah, now they got guns. Like,
I don't know which one I would pick. Either way, you getting fucked up.
I know, because I think it would be better to your ex versus your friend.
You gotta play it off. I mean,
if you say your girl's best friend name,
nah, it can't. You can't come back from that.
Why?
Nah, I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna pretend like she called. Like, yo, I thought I saw your name. I thought I saw her name pop up on your phone type shit.
Like, my phone was already by the bathroom, in the bathroom charging. What are you talking about?
I thought I heard the special ringtone that you got for her.
No, this shit is on silent. This shit is on do not disturb right now. What are you talking about? Nah, that's how you get caught up. And I promise you, do not do it, because as soon as she come around said friend, she gonna be like this in the corner, like eyeballing you now. Like, yo, son, you came in here. You coming to my crib, first of all, you here and you wearing them little ass shorts. And mind you, shorts was never a problem back then. But now you start side-eyeing shit, and then now you side-eyeing him to see if he looking. Or be like, like, what? Y'all two having secret dealings I don't know about?
I just remember the conversation you were saying earlier about you hanging out or talking to her. So she just kind of popped up in my head at that point. My fault?
Nigga, stop playing.
But if I say my ex name, you ready? You done know the history between me and my ex. Then you're gonna feel like you Will Smith. You second place. You're gonna feel like, oh, this the bitch that you really wanted. Now you just settling your ass with me.
No, but it's a different type of hurt when it's your homegirl. It's your homegirl. It's like, that's your homegirl. Like, this bitch don't even like you. She don't even like your musty ass, because she be like, oh, fuck that.
Wait, now he musty. How you calling your old man musty over here?
You can do that. You can do that. You can do that.
Okay, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Nah, because the ex. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say the ex name, because the only thing I gotta do is just like be on a good behavior and buy you a whole lot of shit. Now, if I say your best friend's name, I can no longer be around you and her at any point. I can't be alone with her for a quick second. I can't do nothing if you're not in the facility at all. If I say your best friend's name, I can't even plan a surprise party with your best friend if that's the case. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the ex. I'm gonna go with the ex, because the ex, the lesser of two evils. You still gotta work your way back up, but the best friend is gonna be a little longer. And girls don't like to keep friends for that long, so you feel me?
Nah, they will probably, depending on who the girl is, she'll probably get rid of you before she get rid of her friend.
Come on now, that's a lie. Girls don't do that. Girls will drop their best friends for their nigga. Okay?
But not my bitches, though. I love all my bitches. Shout out to my bitches.
All right. Anyways, that was it for this episode. Well, like I said before, Big Money V's DM is closed. Sorry, fellas. Y'all had the chance to take her out.
Please, don't even do that. Don't.
She is cuffed right now by, my twins. Yo, shout to Twin them. Shout out to Twin them over there. You feel me? But I put her socials there if you still want to follow her and see, her date nights, $6, $500 dates. But please download the Alive Podcast app on iOS or Android. And please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you're in the brand deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. I'm the host with the most, him Duncan, Himmy Butler, Himmy Hendricks, B Breezy, aka Poppy Size Zone.
It's your boy Slick. Y'all be great. We'll be back next week. We out of here.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.